I'm currently studying Arctic hydrology, or specifically monitoring of Arctic hydrology and how that monitoring is distributed. And I'm looking into the properties of the monitored areas where you have where you're actually keeping track of how much water is flowing and what constituents are passing along with the water, and also comparing those with the properties where you don't have any monitoring. And if the properties are not the same, which they aren't, then that might imply that it might be difficult to draw conclusions from your actual data and extrapolate that to the areas where you don't have any data. When we try to predict the climate in the future, we have to validate the models against existing data, so to see that the models actually represent what we see happening right now or has happened in the past. So it's very valuable to have long time series of data, both for climate and other variables that we are interested in, how they will change in the future. It was really exciting to be part of a team at the field station, and it made me realize that I really enjoy being in the field, and I admire the people doing practical research in the field. And I also saw some things and some problems they ran into that made me a bit more grateful that I work from behind a desk, that I don't need to, well, stand in the workshop all day and weld together my equipment when it's not working, or I'm depending on something that could break any second, and then being isolated somewhere and losing a lot of data gathering opportunities. So it's, in a way, made me a bit more certain that I prefer working with other people's data, so to speak, or analyzing data, but not being out in the field myself. To feel that when I go to the office, I feel that at least I'm contributing to something that I feel is important. So even if my day is not just a lot of fun, I feel that I'm contributing to something that I believe in or think does something that's good. So I wanted to be involved in something with environmental science. I found it exciting because engineering, I enjoyed that you could solve really applied problems, practical problems. You have a specific problem that needs solving. But to me, I found it more motivating in science that the way I view it, you have a very small contribution to a large puzzle. And I like to imagine that you could put a small piece to contribute to solving this big scale puzzle.